If you're putting up numbers like that, I'll give you anything you want.
I will give you
anything,
literally,
Vladdy, anything.
Various parts of my body. You want it. You need it.
You want my kidney?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, guys, we got a nice little throwback video to the 2021 season. Do you guys remember that? Remember that thing?
I do.
That season? We're going to talk about the top 5 players from the 2021 season of the Toronto Blue Jays. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell button to stay up to date with everything off-season Blue Jays.
Literally. And I think it's a perfect time to be doing this video because you know what? It's been almost 2 weeks now since we got brutally knocked out from the Boston Red Sox. But you know what? I don't know. The tears aren't here for me anymore. The tears aren't here. The pain has kind of gone away a little bit. You know what? It's like I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
Yes, though. Yes, I'm being real.
Not for me, though. No, I still feel it. I was talking about to my hairdresser today. He feels it.
I feel like at least the pain for me is kind of partially gone, and I can at least, this is a good place to put it at bay, to put it to rest.
Closure.
You know what I mean?
Closure right now, everybody.
I think so, dude.
I love it.
I think so. Before we break into our top 5, I do want to give a solid HM, a solid honorable mentione to, and I see him written down
right
on
here,
on your page, just similarly to mine as well. It's Jordan freaking Romano, baby.
Yes, he was exceptional, guys. I mean, when you look at what he did at the end, 2.14 ERA, and yeah, only 23 saves, but you got to look at Toronto Blue Jays as a team, right? High scoring and then tight games when we're losing. 23 saves, 24 opportunities, only blew 1. So that is an exceptional year from a guy who's just going to get even better.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, when he came into the league with that beard, buddy, he had 2 options in his life. He could either go to the woods and cut down trees, or he could become a crazy sports player. And I'm really happy that he chose the latter because this guy has entrenched himself as being what I believe to be a top tier closer in the league coming into next year.
And he was doing even better near the end without the beard. So he's moved on.
Yes.
But guys,
100%.
We're about to move on to our top 5 Toronto Blue Jays of the year. So starting at number 5, we've got none other than the crazy swing man, Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette. And
Bobo, go boom boom.
And why
bro.
for you is Bo Bichette number 5 and not top 4?
Well, you know what? A few reasons. One, the reason that he is number 5 to begin with is because he did go boom boom a decent amount, 29 times in fact. He scored 121 runs. He had 102 RBIs and 25 stolen bases. A really solid slash, which gave him an OPS over 820. He was solid across the board. The reason that I have him at number 5 and not maybe like number 3 or number 2, number 1 even, with all of this crazy production, it does boil down to the fact that like the defense was a little bit rocky for me. We definitely struggled on that part. And I do think that Bo Bichette as a whole has some good stuff to work on this offseason. I think that he's got a nice little list of the agenda being like, okay, I can take a few more pitches. I got to work on the defense. And I think that this was an amazing year of full Bo Bichette.
Yes, I agree. And I do want to agree with you on that, where it's like we need to see him clean up just a little bit, because the guy in the number 4 spot, he's very similar in terms of the batting average and the on base, but a little bit more pop and a little bit more consistency and approach. However, this guy did strike out a lot more.
He did.
This guy's Teoscar Hernandez in the 4 spot, 296 batting average, which is like a tick lower than Bo Bichette, 346 on base, but the slugging at 524 and the OPS of 870. Amazing. And what really stands out for me for Teoscar Hernandez is he was always in that 4 or 5 spot, and you could see it in his production, 116 RBIs. And hell, he even got 12 stolen bases too. So he's looking really good and probably might deserve another Silver Slugger. Who knows?
I mean, I really think that Teoscar has, I'm going to use the word entrenched again because I think it's very fitting here. He's entrenched himself as being one of the best 4 or 5 hitters in the game of baseball. Like, I really trust this guy to bat in the runs when he's there, and he is very clutch. We saw him go through like a little bit of a wave there at the end, but for the most part, Bo Bichette, he was a full-on fucking roller coaster, guys. Whereas Tio, I found like for the major part of the season was on just a continual, we're getting it done, we're scoring people, we're hitting dingers, 32 of them in fact.
Yep.
And he didn't even play a full season either, because I don't know if you guys remember, but there was that injury scare, that COVID that he had at too. So I mean, Teoscar, he's amazing. It's just like he's gonna get paid.
And you know
he's
what?
Gonna pay
he's gonna get paid, bro. And you know what? Also, just want to shout out his defensive abilities have improved too. I've noticed in right field he really shuts it down there.
Yeah, dude. Because I remember that was a big concern coming in. Was like, can Tio catch the ball? I think that the tracking has gotten a lot better.
Absolutely. And guys, coming in at number 3, take a guess right now on who it is, because there's a few guys left. Well, for us, it's Marcus Semien at the 3 spot. And Marcus Semien, just all year, like, you kind of want to talk about consistency. Like, he had that really hot month of May, but then ever since then, just consistent. This guy was so good. A 265 batting average, which is on the lower end, but when you're slugging 538 with an OPS of 872, hitting 45 bombs and stealing 15 bases, that is a solid year for Marcus Semien. And this guy, I hope we get him back, but in the end of the day, if we don't, like, you're a top 3 Blue Jay, man. You really made this season memorable.
I agree, dude. And you're looking at 115 runs scored, 45 dingers, 12 or 15, or actually 15 stolen bags, excuse me, and 102 RBIs. And he did that largely from that 1 or 2 spot, right? It's like he was right at the top of the lineup and still ended up finishing with over 100 ribbies. This guy on a lot of people's teams would be the #1 best player that we had all year long. For us, he's number 3, and that just goes to show the talent that we had on our ball club this year. So hats off to the Blue Jays for doing that. And also, did you even mention that he played every single game?
Oh, no. He played every single game.
Every single goddamn game in the major leagues. He was never taking a break. He was always in the field, and he led the MLB in plate appearances. So that just goes to show, like, how important it is to have a guy always there, ready to go, showing up to work.
I mean, you pay him $18 million for 1 year. You got the most out of that $18 million.
Everything that Marcus Semien has to give.
Like, I don't think I've seen a player on the Blue Jays that we've really been soaking in every dollar. I'm talking big bucks. Obviously, you know, one other guy that we're going to be talking about later, we're soaking in a lot of money. But like 18 million, what can you do for us? And he did absolutely everything. So you are number 3, Marcus Semien.
Totally, man. Number 2 on the Toronto Blue Jays. I feel like you guys know that it's coming. It's the freaking Ray gun, Robbie Ray. That is who we believe to be the second best Blue Jay on the Toronto Blue Jays in the 2021 season. And I mean, once again, this guy could very easily be the best player on any other given team. Probably going to win Cy Young. I think it's almost a lock at this point. We don't know for sure yet, but it should happen. 13-7 record, exceptional ERA, exceptional everything. To be honest.
Like literally strikeouts, ERA, WHIP, and innings pitched. He led the Blue Jays starters. Like he was the best, and like you said, he is going to win Cy Young. I almost want to lock it down. Like we don't know yet, but Robbie Ray is exceptional. And what sucks, unfortunately, is he's also on a contract year. You know, so our two of our top 3 are on contract deals or in contract years. So hopefully we can get something back, because these are some huge pieces that we might miss. You know what, though? And this is something to know, because I want to talk about that in a second as well. But shout out to the management for finding these guys on 1-year deals. That goes, and you know, we need to give credit where credit is due. The scouting system that we have, the coaching system, the ability to see something in a player and go, okay, you know what? I'm not 100% sure, so let's get him on a 1 year, but I really think that this guy could help this ball club. I mean, when we traded for Robbie Ray, he was already showing signs of improvement. Not incredible improvements like you're seeing, but already signs of improvement. And then spring training, they had a plan, and they did not waver from that plan. And you can see the results. So Robbie Ray's exceptional.
Money well spent.
Maybe. Well, how much? I don't even know how much he made. Under $10 million for sure.
It was $8, I believe. $8 million. I believe it was $8 million.
That as well. That's soaking. That is soaking value out of $8 million.
For real, buddy. And I mean, we're absolutely soaking a lot of value out of this guy right now, but that's just because that he does not have a choice due to the service time and the MLB agreements and all of that mumbo jumbo. Obviously, the #1 player on the Toronto Blue Jays, it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hats off to him. Exceptional season, 6.8 WAR, 311 batting average, an OPS just over 1, which I'm so happy about because he was wavering
so
right
close near
on the edge
end.
at the end, but he did manage to squeak in and get it up there.
Oh, yeah.
Just phenomenal.
And amazing. I'll say his production here, too. It's like 48 home runs, almost 51 year, buddy. 111 RBIs, 123 runs that led the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Hey, he's even got 4 stolen bases.
Yeah, for a thick-ass boy scoring 123 runs, that ain't bad,
This
bro.
guy is
can run the bases.
He is on base, like you said, that 401 on-base percentage. And you know what? Like, I'm so happy about this, man. Like, I really, when you look at this slash line, like, this almost seems not real. Like, I actually had to take a moment. I'm like, writing down the slash line, like, we own this guy for a long time.
A long-ass time,
A long
dude.
time. And one of the questions we're definitely going to talk about during this offseason is, should we sign this guy back? If you're putting up numbers like that, I'll just give you anything you want.
I'll give you pretty much anything.
Anything.
Yeah, literally.
Buddy, anything.
Yeah, my firstborn, various parts of my body. You want it, you need it.
You want my kidney?
We'll
I
give it
got
to you.
2. I'll give you 1.
I also want to say, too, it's like this guy coming in, we were always talking about the durability because he wasn't really in shape. How is he going to handle a full 162? Pretty damn freaking good, considering he played 161 of those games. And also a shout out to the defensive abilities of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Those took a major step up in 2021. So across the board, Vladdy had an amazing season. I can only hope that he's looking at those numbers going, holy mother of God, that was incredible. And then he takes a month off, does Cabo shit, and then straight back to the gym, big guy, because whatever you did last offseason clearly worked out.
Can you imagine he looks at the numbers and this is Michael Jordan-esque mentality. Can you imagine he looks at the number and he's like, not good enough.
Yeah.
Boom, back to the gym.
Yeah.
We're going. I can only imagine.
Yeah, I personally do not have that type of willpower. But
best
if
in
you
baseball.
if you do, Vladdy, then please make it happen. So that's our top 5 Blue Jays from the 2021 season, and we're gonna be making videos on what we need to do in the offseason. But I think it's a great little transition here, just to point out to you guys and to get your 1-2 cents on this. Number 2, number 3. They're not Blue Jays anymore. The number 2 and the number 3 guy, take that in, on our list from last year, they aren't Blue Jays anymore. We're obviously going to have to do something about this. We're going to be making a lot of videos about it, talking about if those guys are the way to go, if other guys are the way to go. But let me know what you guys think is the way
gamble.
to go.
That's the gamble, guys. And that's sports for you. Guys, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about our top 5 list? Is there someone that you would have on that list rather than these dudes? Let us know.
Yeah, you can also check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Today, Jace is our code for Monkey Knife Fight and for Manscaped. Those are both of our sponsors. You'll get some sweet deals if you hop on. Also, $3 a month, you become a Patreon. And like all of these beautiful people, call into the show. We're going to be doing a wine on wine tonight. That's actually yesterday because this is coming out a day after that. It's long. Friday. My brain hurts.
We got to get the wine going. We got to get
the wine going. But we're going to have people call into the show, and you could be one of them for only $3 a month. It helps us out immensely.
Guys, thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!